Nascar. Welcome, devotees, to another meeting in truth, a satsang for the truth of dualism, which we all know is the one true way.
We'd like to give thanks to our guru, Reneji, also known as Rene Descartes.
Nascar. And our other guru, Charlesji.
Charlesji.
Nascar.
Nascar.
Really, what we believe is that awareness is just an epiphenomenon arising from matter. What is more important is expanding the dimensions of ego, because ego is the ultimate reality. It is absolutely separate in every way. The seer and the seen, absolutely separate.
Absolutely separate.
You must cultivate your selfishness and your egotism, because these alone are your true self.
Descartes said, I think, therefore I am. This is an absolute truth. You can't know that you are unless you're thinking first. This is undeniable, am I right?
Undeniable. And really, your thoughts are your reality. I mean, you are your thoughts. You are a separately existing being. And you need to get what is best for you, which of course is money. Money is the root of all truth, as we know. And what is important is to expand your attachments. Get attachments to everything as possible. Really cultivate attachments and aversions. If someone messes with you, they are your enemy, and they are absolutely separate and should be destroyed. We don't say an eye for an eye in our group, do we?
No, in our group we say an eye for two eyes.
That's right.
And we'd also like to touch on the point about not being in the present moment. I think that as a society we have to start going by what Eckhart Tolle said, the power of the past.
Power of the past.
Power of the past. Anxiety is a must for a functioning society. We should use substances like caffeine to go on the treadmill of life.
Right.
I think that cultivating ego is probably one of the most important things that man can do.
If not the most important. Mm-hmm. And don't forget the importance of greed and hatred.
Right.
Hatred reinforces your own ego, because some people do not deserve to be loved by you, because they are beneath you, and they are inferior and should be hated. People who conflict with your self-interest deserve your hatred. And you should be greedy. You should want only the most expensive things. You should love the rich and hate the poor.
And since difference is a reality, we know that I am different from you, and you are different from me.
Absolutely.
And there are different classes. We're proposing to reintroduce the caste system, which was born in India, worldwide.
I'm laughing at the absurdity of not having a caste system right now.
It's insane.
It's a great system. It has a hierarchy to it. You know who's on top and who's on the bottom.
Who's on the bottom. You're
right.
Dividing the classes, the lower class from the upper class, the Brahmins from, it's just the way reality should be.
Exactly. Organize into as much separation as possible. And why should there be universal rights when there's clearly differences that are absolute?
Exactly.
There should be different rights for different groups. We should have the most rights as the dualists, as those who see the truth, not those Advaitin, non-dualist spreaders of lies.
Spreaders of lies.
Nisargadatta Maharaj and Ramana Maharshi and all those other liars.
Yeah.
Especially Bentino Massaro.
That Bentino is a joke.
He is a joke.
How can you actually believe that everything is one? There's no scientific proof of this.
There's no one.
Scientific materialism is it's a fact.
It is absolutely a fact. And well, don't forget that knowledge should absolutely not be sought. Knowledge is bad. Knowledge creates more suffering for you, which as a selfish being you do not want. You want to be ignorant because ignorance is bliss, as Charles Darwin and René Descartes did not teach. But we teach this because it's very important. And in this book, the Bible, also known as the Meditations on Philosophy by Descartes, we have the evil demon who teaches us to doubt everything, because there are people who want to make you feel connected to them, which as a selfish, separate being you do not want, because connections are the root of all weakness. Don't forget this. Nascar. Now, do we have any questions from the audience?
You. Right there. Right. Well, how is awareness secondary to the ego? Would you like to touch on that?
Right. As Darwin taught, Evolution is the reality that has brought us to this point as separately existing material beings. And the ego is really what's fundamental. It's your separate self that you've evolved to help you survive. This idea of awareness and non-separateness is crazy. Sitting in silence, that's absolutely insane. You'd have to be a moron and a retard to do this. So that's why we believe the ego must be reinforced at all costs. Awareness is just an epiphenomenon arising from matter. It's secondary and it's unimportant. And it's a lie created by Amir Murad to get you out of your money. And as we know, money is the most important thing.
So we agree with what Amir is doing.
Right.
But his teachings on awareness are just absolutely inaccurate. And that's it.
Exactly. Nascar.